America, Donald J. Trump.
Donald Trump just got inaugurated as the President of America. So now he will hold a speech. It will be interesting to see what he has to say. Let's watch together.
Thank you very much, everybody. Well, thank you very, very much. Vice President Vance, Speaker Johnson, Senator Thune, Chief Justice Roberts, Justices of the United States Supreme Court, President Clinton, President Bush, President Obama, President Biden, Vice President Harris, and my fellow citizens. The golden age of America begins right now.
Well, that's bold. That's bold. Well, let's hope.
From this day forward, our country will flourish and be respected again all over the world. We will be the envy of every nation, and we will not allow ourselves to be taken advantage of any longer. During every single day of the Trump administration, I will very simply put America first. Our sovereignty will be reclaimed. Our safety will be restored. The scales of justice will be rebalanced.
Well, he promises a lot. Let's hope he will actually do it.
The weaponization of the Justice Department and our government will end. And our top priority will be to create a nation that is proud, prosperous, and free.
Of course, important to have a free, prosperous nation.
America will soon be greater, stronger, and far more exceptional than ever before.
Well, can hope.
I return to the presidency confident and optimistic that we are at the start of a thrilling new era of national success. A tide of change is sweeping the country, sunlight is pouring over the entire world, and America has the chance to seize this opportunity like never before. But first, we must be honest about the challenges we face. While they are plentiful, they will be annihilated by this great momentum that the world is now witnessing in the United States of America. As we gather today, our government confronts a crisis of trust. For many years, a radical and corrupt establishment has extracted power and wealth from our citizens.
There is definitely a lack of trust in the American government. That's true.
Disrepair. We now have a government that cannot manage even a simple crisis at home, while at the same time stumbling into a continuing catalog of catastrophic events abroad. It fails to protect our magnificent, law-abiding American citizens, but provides sanctuary and protection for dangerous criminals, many from prisons and mental institutions that have illegally entered our country from all over the world. We have a government that has given unlimited funding to the defense of foreign borders, but refuses to defend American borders or, more importantly, its own people. Our country can no longer deliver basic services in times of emergency, as recently shown by the wonderful people of North Carolina, been treated so badly. And other states who are still
they should have helped more there in the hurricane and stuff. No, the flood.
Or more recently, Los Angeles, where we are watching fires still tragically burn. From weeks ago, without even a token of defense, they're raging through the houses and communities, even affecting some of the wealthiest and most powerful individuals in our country, some of whom are sitting here right now. They don't have a home any longer. That's interesting.
That's interesting.
Let this happen. Everyone is unable to do anything about it. That's going to change. We have a public health system that does not deliver in times of disaster, yet more money is spent on it than any country anywhere in the world. And we have an education system that teaches our children to be ashamed of themselves in many cases, to hate our country despite the love that we try so desperately to provide to them. All of this will change starting today, and it will change very quickly.
Well, let's hope so. Let's hope so.
My recent election is a mandate to completely and totally reverse a horrible betrayal and all of these many betrayals that have taken place, and to give the people back their faith, their wealth, their democracy, and indeed their freedom. From this moment on, America's decline is over.
Well, that would be great to turn that over. Get it on the rise again.
Our liberties and our nation's glorious destiny will no longer be denied, and we will immediately restore the integrity, competency, and loyalty of America's government. Over the past 8 years, I have been tested and challenged more than any president in our 250-year history.
We'll see.
And I've learned a lot along the way. The journey to reclaim our republic has not been an easy one, that I can tell you. Those who wish to stop our cause have tried to take my freedom and indeed
in the end,
to take my life. Just a few months ago in a beautiful Pennsylvania field, an assassin's bullet ripped through my ear. But I felt then, and believe even more so now, that my life was saved for a reason. I was saved by God to make America great again.
As a mandate from God. That's extreme. Mandate from God.
Thank you very much.
Mandate of heaven, as you would say in China.
That is why each day under our administration of American patriots, we will be working to meet every crisis with dignity and power and strength. We will move with purpose and speed to bring back hope, prosperity, safety, and peace for citizens of every race, religion, color, and creed. For American citizens, January 20th, 2025 is Liberation Day.
Liberation Day, alright.
It is my hope that our recent presidential election will be remembered as the greatest and most consequential election in the history of our country.
Might
As
be,
our victory
we will
showed, the
see.
entire
Might be,
nation is
depends what you
rapidly
do.
unifying behind our agenda with dramatic increases in support from virtually every element of our society, young and old, men and women, African Americans, Hispanic Americans, Asian Americans, urban, suburban, rural, and very importantly, we had a powerful win in all 7 swing states, and the popular vote, we won by millions.
Yeah, he won
of people.
bigly. That's for sure. All
To
swing
the
states.
black and Hispanic communities, I want to thank you for the tremendous
If you didn't see I did a prediction of the election before the election, like a week or 2 before the election, and I was pretty spot on. I just he won even more than I thought. I had like 1 or 2 states that I took for Kamala, but in the end he won that too. So he won bigly. He won bigly for sure.
outpouring of love and trust that you have shown me with your vote. We set records, and I will not forget it. I've heard your voices in the campaign, and I look forward to working with you in the years to come. Today is Martin Luther King Day, and his honor. This will be
Martin
a
Luther
great
King
honor.
Day. That's
But in
great.
his honor, we will strive together to make his dream a reality. We
Yeah.
will make his dream come
That would
true.
be nice. That would be nice for sure. What is it like to judge a person based on the content of the character rather than the color of their skin, something like that? That would be nice for
National
sure.
unity is now returning to
So away with the
America,
DAI, because that
and
does not
confidence and pride is
live
soaring
up to that.
like never before. In everything we do, my administration will be inspired by a strong pursuit of excellence and unrelenting success. We will not forget our country, we will not forget our Constitution, and we will not forget our God. Can't do that.
This is more basic speech for Trump than normal.
Today I will sign a series of historic
He's being
executive
quite
orders.
formal.
With these actions, we will begin the complete restoration of America and the revolution of common sense. It's all about common sense.
Yeah, there
First,
has been a lack of
I
common
will
sense,
declare
that's
a
for sure.
national emergency at our southern border.
Oh, that's big. That's great. He needs to change something there for sure. Standing innovation there. But needs to stop the illegal people man, for sure.
All illegal entry will immediately be halted, and we will begin the process of returning millions and millions of criminal aliens back to the places from which
Yeah,
they came.
you can't have illegal
We
people
will
in your
reinstate
country.
my
It just
remain in
degrades
Mexico
the society.
policy.
It loses
I will end
part
the
of why
practice of catch
the government
and
doesn't have
release.
so much trust. You
And I
can't
will
let
send
people
troops to the southern
kill your
border
laws like
to
that.
repel the disastrous invasion of our country.
Yep. That is a common sense thing for sure.
Under the orders I signed today, we will also be designating the cartels as foreign terrorist organizations.
Oh, that's... I don't know what the implications of that will be. That sounds big. Wow. Well, kind of true though. They kind of are. The way they operate.
And by invoking the Alien Enemies Act of 1798, I will direct our government to use the full
A
and
law
immense
from
power of federal and
1798.
state law enforcement to eliminate the presence of all
200 years
foreign
ago.
gangs and criminal networks, bringing devastating crime to U.S. soil, including our cities and inner cities.
Yeah, well, it is probably needed. We'll see if he's able to do it. We'll see.
As Commander-in-Chief, I have no higher responsibility than to defend our country from threats and invasions, and that is exactly what I am going to do. We will do it. at a
That is
level
one
that
of the
nobody's ever seen
primary
before.
functions of government.
Next, I will direct all members of my cabinet
To
to
have
marshal the vast
legitimacy.
powers at their disposal
For
to
sure.
defeat what was record inflation and rapidly bring down costs and prices.
Well, how he'll do that though? That's a bigger task for sure.
The
Maybe
inflation
energy,
crisis was
probably.
caused by massive overspending and escalating
Probably gonna
energy
drill,
prices.
baby, drill, like he
That is
says.
why today I
That
will also
probably will
declare
help
a
somewhat.
national energy emergency. We
Somewhat.
will drill, baby, drill.
Yeah, drill, baby, drill. There we go. Yeah, that will help inflation somewhat, at least. Yeah. Somewhat.
America will be a manufacturing nation once again, and we have something that no other manufacturing nation will ever have, the largest amount of oil and gas of any country on earth, and we are going to use it.
Well, I don't think it's the largest on Earth, but they have a lot. That's true.
Fill our strategic reserves up again, right to the top.
Yeah, you need
And
that.
export American
Always need a
energy
strategic
all over
reserve.
the world.
Yeah, Europe needs more
We
energy
will be
for
a rich
sure. Man.
nation again.
Would be nice
and
to
it is
bring some of that
liquid
to
gold
Europe.
under our feet that will help to do it. With my actions today, we will end the Green New Deal and we will revoke the electric vehicle mandate, saving our auto industry and keeping my sacred pledge to our great American auto workers.
We'll see how much you're able to do about that. That's difficult. To bring back auto manufacturing,
In other words,
that's
you'll be
difficult.
able to buy the car of your choice. We will build automobiles in America again at a rate that nobody could have dreamt possible just a few years ago. And thank you to the auto workers of our nation for your inspiring vote of confidence. We did tremendously.
Yeah,
with
the
that
Rust
vote.
Belt did vote for him a lot. Both in
I will
2016
immediately
and
begin
now.
the overhaul of our trade system to protect American workers and families. Instead of taxing our citizens to enrich other countries, we will tariff and tax foreign countries to enrich our citizens.
Yeah, they don't have so much tariffs in America, I don't think, from other
For
countries.
this purpose, we are
Europe has big
establishing the
one.
External Revenue Service to collect all tariffs, duties, and revenues. It will be massive.
A
amounts
new
of money pouring
IRS
into
for
our
foreigners,
treasury,
or what?
coming from foreign sources. The American dream will soon be back
Well,
and
probably,
thriving like never
probably
before.
popular with
To
Americans
restore
for sure.
competence and effectiveness to our federal government. My administration will establish the brand new Department of Government
At least we won't be
Efficiency.
taxing them. That's the main problem for the IRS. So.
After years and years of illegal and unconstitutional federal efforts to restrict free expression, I will also sign an executive order to immediately stop all government censorship and bring back free speech to America.
Yeah, that's big. If he's able to bring free speech back on the platforms, that's a big deal for the whole world, actually. Unlike Facebook and Twitter and all these places that have been censoring. That
Never again will the immense
big,
power of the
big,
state
good
be
thing.
weaponized to persecute political opponents. Something I know something about.
Well, yeah,
We will not
some
allow
of them
that to
probably.
happen. It will not happen again. Under my leadership, we will restore fair, equal, and impartial justice under the constitutional rule of law. And we are going to bring law and order back to our cities.
Yeah, that's needed in some cities for sure.
This week, I will also end the government policy of trying to socially engineer race and gender into every aspect of public and private life.
Yeah, he will stop that, yeah, good. Get rid of the DI, man, it's so fucking racist.
We will forge a society that is colorblind and merit-based.
Yep, very important, very important. To have a functioning country,
As
you
of
need
today,
that.
it will henceforth be the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders, male and female.
Well, that's just so common sense. There are obviously only two genders. He needs to even say that. That's yeah.
This week, I will reinstate any service members who were unjustly expelled from our military for objecting to the COVID vaccine mandate with full
Yeah,
back
that's
pay.
good. That's good. That's good. They should not have forced people lost their jobs because of that. So that was bullshit. Yeah. So that's good. Very good.
And I will sign an order to stop our warriors from being subjected to radical political theories and social experiments while on duty. It's going to end immediately.
Yeah, this like critical race theory bullshit. Yeah,
Our armed forces will be free to
such a
focus
brain
on
rot.
their
Get it away.
sole
Yeah.
mission, defeating America's enemies.
Yeah. Well, he did strengthen the military last time. It's good to strengthen the military, especially in times like these, uncertain times. A lot of standing innovations here.
Like in 2017, we will again build the strongest military the world has ever seen. We will measure our success not only by the battles we
Yeah.
win, but also by
Good,
the
good.
wars that we end, and perhaps most
The enemies
importantly,
are
the wars
strengthening
we
for sure,
never get
so
into.
it's good to strengthen your militaries in these times. Even though it's gonna cost a lot. It's gonna cost a lot, but it's important and necessary.
My proudest legacy will be that of a peacemaker and unifier. That's what I want to be.
Yep,
a
I hope so.
peacemaker and a
I for
unifier.
sure hope so.
I'm pleased to say that as of yesterday, one day before I assumed office, the hostages in the Middle East are coming back home to their families.
Yeah, they released like 3 or something, you know. That's good. That's good. That he helped Biden with that, that's good for sure. Let's hope he will be able to bring peace to Ukraine as well. Because the Ukraine war is a big deal to me at least. Hopefully he will be able to bring a good and just peace for Ukraine, for sure. That is very important. That it doesn't just surrender in Ukraine like Biden surrendered in Afghanistan. It's very important that Ukraine gets a just peace deal. Very important.
America will reclaim its rightful place as the greatest, most powerful, most respected nation on earth, inspiring the awe and admiration of the entire world. A short time from now, we are going to be changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America, and we will restore the name of
It's
a
so
great
stupid.
president, William
Whatever,
McKinley,
who
to
cares?
Mount McKinley, where it should be and where it belongs.
So stupid. Whatever, you do you, America, you do you.
President McKinley made our country very rich through tariffs and through talent. He was a natural businessman and gave Teddy Roosevelt the money for many of the great things he did, including the Panama Canal,
Teddy Roosevelt, he's
which has
great.
foolishly been given to the country of Panama after the United States.
He was
the
a
United
badass.
States, and then think of this, spent more money than ever spent on a project before and lost
He gets shot in the chest
38,000
but still
lives
continues his
in
speech.
the
Doesn't
building of
care.
the Panama
Shot
Canal.
in the chest.
We have been treated very
Don't care.
badly from this foolish gift that should have never been made, and Panama's promise to us has been broken. The purpose of our deal and the spirit of our
the
treaty
Panama
has been
thing.
totally violated. American ships are being severely
That's
overcharged
complicated, yeah.
and not
They
treated
probably shouldn't have
fairly
made the
in any
deal the
way,
way they made it.
shape,
They
or
just gave it
form,
away.
and that
Yeah.
includes the United States Navy. And above all, China is operating the Panama Canal, and we didn't give it to China, we gave it to
It's
Panama.
quite
and we're
strong
taking it back.
rhetoric for Panama though. Hopefully he won't do any military invasion or anything like that. That will bring instability and hopefully he won't do that at least. Let's see what he will do about that.
Above all, my message to Americans today is that it is time for us to once again act with courage, vigor, and the vitality of history's greatest civilization. So as we liberate our nation, we will lead it to new heights of victory and success. We will not be deterred. Together we will end the chronic disease epidemic and keep our children safe, healthy, and disease-free. The United States will once again consider itself a growing nation, one that increases our wealth, expands our territory, builds our cities, raises our
Expands our
expectations,
territory.
and carries our flag into new and beautiful horizons. And we will pursue our manifest destiny into the stars, launching American astronauts to plant the stars and stripes on the planet Mars.
Oh, shout out to Elon. Shout out to Elon. It would be nice to get humans on Mars for sure. There he is.
Ambition
That's pretty cool. So
is
let's
the
hope so.
lifeblood of a great nation.
Well, probably
And
not
right
in these
now,
4
our
years.
nation
but
is more
eventually.
ambitious than any other. There's no nation like our nation. Americans are explorers, builders, innovators, entrepreneurs, and pioneers. The spirit of the frontier is written into our hearts. The call of the
Yeah, it's
next
pretty recent as
great
well,
adventure
so that's true.
resounds from within our souls. Our American ancestors turned a small group of colonies on the edge of a vast continent into a mighty republic of the most extraordinary citizens on earth. No one comes close. Americans pushed thousands of miles through a rugged land.
Yeah, America has an
untamed
interesting history
wilderness.
for sure.
They crossed deserts, scaled mountains, braved untold dangers, won the Wild West, ended slavery, rescued millions from tyranny, lifted billions from poverty, harnessed electricity, split the atom, launched mankind into the heavens, and put the universe of human knowledge into the palm of the human hand.
Yeah, they
We
do
work
have some
together,
great
there's nothing we
achievements.
cannot
That's,
do, and
that's
no
true.
dream we cannot achieve. Many people thought it was impossible for me to stage such a historic political comeback. But as you see today, here I
Yeah.
am. The American people have spoken.
It is a good comeback. Like the second president to have 2 non-consecutive terms. Second one in American history. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good comeback. And one bigly as well.
I stand before you now as proof that you should never believe that something is impossible to do. In America, the impossible is what we do best.
Yeah, kind of true, kind of true.
From New York to Los Angeles, from Philadelphia to Phoenix, from Chicago to Miami, from Houston to right here in Washington, D.C., our country was forged and built by the generations of patriots who gave everything they had for our rights and for our freedom. They were farmers and soldiers, cowboys and factory workers, steel workers and coal miners, police officers and pioneers who pushed onward, marched forward, and let no obstacle defeat their spirit or their pride. Together they laid down the railroads, raised up the skyscrapers, built great highways, won 2 world wars, defeated fascism and communism, and triumphed over every single challenge that they faced. After all we have been through together,
Well,
we
it's still
stand on the
standing.
verge of the 4 greatest years in American history. With your help, we
Wow,
will
4
restore
greatest
and
years,
merit the
that's,
promise, and we will rebuild
pretty
the
bold.
nation that we love, and we love it so much. We are one people, one family, and one glorious nation under God. So to every parent who dreams for their child, and every child who dreams for their future, I am with you, I will fight for you, and I will win for you. We're going to win like never before.
Well, let's hope so. Let's hope the world will benefit from this. not just America, or even if America. We'll see.
Thank you. Thank you. In recent years, our nation has suffered greatly, but we are going to bring it back and make it great again, greater than ever before. We will be a
Lot of
nation like no
promises.
other, full of compassion, courage, and exceptionalism. Our power will stop all wars and bring a new spirit of unity to a world that has been angry, violent, and totally unpredictable. America will be respected again and admired again, including by people of religion, faith, and goodwill. We will be prosperous. We will be proud. We will be strong, and we will win like never before. We will not be conquered. We will not be intimidated. We will not be broken, and we will not fail. From this day on, the United States of America will be a free, sovereign, and independent nation. We will stand bravely. We will live proudly. We will dream boldly, and nothing will stand in our way because we are Americans. The future is ours, and our...
Oh, sorry about that, my camera died unfortunately, but we're back. Let's finish it. Just a few seconds left actually.
Our golden age has just begun. Thank you. God bless America. Thank you all.
Oh, that's
Thank
all?
you.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
That's all.
Thank you.
That is all. Well, so that was Trump's speech. He is now the 45th and the 47th president of the United States of America. He has done it again and won the election again, and he is now the president again. 4 more years, the content president. So it will be interesting to see what he will actually do, if he will accomplish anything. We will see what these 4 years will bring. It will be interesting to see, and I will follow it. So thank you for watching this with me, and I will see you next time.